upon my life, I can just like David dance. Feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe to let. Feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed. When your mantle is upon my life, I can just like David dance. Feel blessed. Feel blessed. We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord, yeah. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu erade se woni mi gban ko bia ne mabanke se yankopona me de me ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. We are done this with the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. Oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed. Feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe to let. Feel blessed. Feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Yeah. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Yeah. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord. Yeah. We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord. Yeah. You've been so in me, shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't go from Eddie Dibia. Joe, me consumer, and Joe, Namanu, Yasham, Mikurama. Joe, me consumer, and Joe, Namanu, Yasham, Mikurama. Enti, Miss Rock, and I do go from Biara. Misuro, and I do go from Biala, or none in my kucham, and in my kucham, Nanimu and Nije, and Nimu and Nije, Ninasina Metina. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. Oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe to let. Feel blessed. Feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Feel blessed. Feel blessed. We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord. Yeah. blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu eradise wunimi banko biane mabanke se yankupana medeme ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. He done this in the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love. Dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed. Oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed. Feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord, We want to not see you can, ooh, Lord, You've been so long. You got in me, shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't go from Eddie Dibia. Tell me cause you are Ewojo, Namanunga shall make your man. Tell me cause you are Ewojo, Namanunga shall make your man. Enti, Missuro, and I do go from Biara. Missuro, and I do go from Biara. On Monday, my kucham, and in my kucham. Nanimu anije Ninu nasina metina. Feel blessed.
Hey Charlie, what's up? Chai, Roverman 2020, no contribution, no chop. But you pa 20 for this. See, I no get nothing. The second baby just landed. So soon, but the first baby is just a year old. That is why he has kept it a secret. See, I just can't help it. My babe is fine. Look who is talking. We have fine wives too, but we plan our lives. Our wives take Secure. Secure oral contraceptive pill is trusted by many women because it has helped them to effectively plan their families. Jumbo, have a discussion with your wife and go see your doctor or midwife for advice. Charlie, you guys will pee my eyes for. Go pay it.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
little man. Just see him go. This baby can run all day long. I wonder what I would do if there were two of him. I am very happy I decided to wait before having another child. Luckily, I met a family planning advisor at a salon who gave me great advice. I also claimed the Advantage Secure gifts. Now I can space the birth of my children as I want. With Secure, I decide.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hello, welcome to Encore, the Facebook Live platform on which we discuss all things love, marriage, relationships, sex, and what have you. They call me Uncle Whyte, and I am with Roverman Productions. And at Roverman Productions, we say be the difference. But for this platform, all you need to know is that I am dedicated to helping you become your best self. Once again, you are welcome. I don't take the fact that you join us for every episode for granted. So thank you very much. Oh, and before we go on, let me say congratulations to Ghana for a successful elections. I know there are matters arising, but those are things that I know. Ghanaians being who we are, will ride over the storm. So congratulations to everyone, to the EC, to those who voted, those who did not even vote. Thank you for not stopping us from voting. To those who lost their positions, thank you for participating. To those who won, congratulations. To the media who projected results, congratulations. To the security agencies, to observers and to all of us. My prayer going into the elections was that Ghana would win. And I believe that Ghana has won. The situation in Parliament makes people like me who don't have any political affiliation very, very excited, because Ghana be the brutal. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Oh my goodness! I'd like to acknowledge those who are with us. Francisca, hi Francisca. Jemfua, Julia, Hetty, Aris. Rosemond, and Mavis, Ohima, Cecilia, Seth, Ray, and all of you who are online right now. We are happy you could join us. Once again, like I said, I do not take the fact that you join us for granted. Today, I am dedicating this presentation, this whole episode, to two people I have missed so much. One of them, a lady, she's here because she's here on the smuggle, so we will not mention her name. And then the other one, a young man, the tallest man among us, Ephraim. So I've missed the two of them so much, and I'm happy they could join us. So this presentation is dedicated to them. We're going to look at a topic, secrets of a long-lasting relationship. Now, over the week, I've been holding a series of teachings on Zechariah and Elizabeth. This is a couple that is described in the Bible as very old, and yet they had stayed married all their lives. So they gave me an idea to consider what is it that makes some couples last. What is it that makes some relationships last? So I am going to bring you 20 points, 20 secrets of long-lasting relationships. So if you are ready, we'll start right now. 20 points. Number one, shared faith values. When the two people in a relationship share faith values, they have a common faith value, it goes a long way to strengthen the relationship and establish it. Now, at the beginning of a relationship, when both of you are young, it doesn't seem very important that faith matters. But as you grow older, you'll realize that faith will become a major issue. And therefore, if you share the same faith values, it helps a lot. Number 2, secret number 2. Do not think forever. Take it a day at a time. You know, if you enter a relationship and you say that this must last, this must last, this must last, your anxiety may cause a problem. Just enjoy the relationship as it is. Take it one day at a time. Today, make the most of the fact that you have somebody in your life. When tomorrow also becomes today, make the most of the fact that you have somebody in your life. And every day, do that. And before you realize, the years have come and you are wondering, how did we get this far? Well, you got this far not thinking forever. You got this far thinking the present and making the most of the present. Number 3, love yourself. Love yourself. Listen, you cannot give to anyone what you do not have. And if you do not love yourself, there is no way you can love another person. But worse still, you cannot accept love from anybody. So love yourself. There are all kinds of things that can make you not love yourself. Past experiences, some statements people have made, your upbringing, the context in which you were raised, all of them. But if you are in a relationship and you want it to last, at least put in the work of loving yourself. First, let go of all negative thoughts about yourself and begin to celebrate yourself. Begin to enjoy yourself. Begin to learn to be yourself and to be with yourself. And then make time, even in the relationship, to nurture yourself. Don't lose yourself in the relationship completely. Don't surrender your personality, your dreams and aspirations into that of your partner, to the point that you don't have any dreams anymore. You don't have any aspirations anymore. No. Take care of yourself. Nurture yourself. Nurture your dreams. Nurture your aspirations. And take good care of yourself. That's secret number 3. That brings us to secret number 4. Accept your partner for who they are. Now, I have said on this platform many, many times that, listen, you cannot change your partner, or you cannot change your partner. Once somebody becomes your partner, your spouse, or you're somebody you're in a relationship with, you lose the right to change them. They may on their own decide to change for you, but you cannot change them. The best time to change them is before you said, I do. Once you say, I do, your power actually, the I do means, I do give up the power to change you. So from that point on, accept your partner for who and what they are, as they are, and hope that they themselves will make the effort to grow and become better, but you cannot push it on them. Secret number 5, blend being a couple with being individuals, and do that blending well. You entered the relationship as individuals, but remember, successful relationships are the ones where we know when we are a couple and we know when we are individuals. And therefore, we have shared interests, but we have individual interests as well. We give each other space when it is necessary. We respect the privacy of each other. There are boundaries we give each other. These are important. There are relationships where at least one party does not want the other to have any space, does not want the person to have any privacy. Trust me, that relationship won't go anywhere. Oh, by the way, talking about space and boundaries and privacy, the money in my pocket is my money. And also, the money in your purse is your money. So, I hope we understand that. It's interesting that when wives when a husband gets money, the wife immediately remembers only one Bible passage. The two shall be one. That's all they remember. And then they will say that, oh, it's ours.
Yes.
When she gets her money, it's a very different, it's a very different thing.
Each man for himself.
Each man. But the point I'm making, and this is important especially for ladies to learn, that for men, space is important to us. You connect at all times, but we every now and then would want to remove ourselves, we would want to hide in our caves. Allow us to hide from time to time, especially when we are dealing with something we cannot handle. We have been hit by some bad news, or somebody has messed us up. We want our space to sort ourselves out and to sort the issue in our minds out first before we can come out to discuss it. When a woman is upset, she talks. When a man is upset, if he's a real man, he retreats before. If you force him to talk at that time, he will talk nonsense. You yourself, you will trust. Secret number 6, build a huge memory bank and make great deposits into it regularly. Memory bank is the shared experiences you and your partner have, so that when the two of you are left on an island, just the two of you, you will not be bored, because you have so much to share. You have so many memories that can bring laughter. Oh, you remember the day we were caught in the rain. Oh, you remember that day when our car broke down on this side, and then you are laughing and things like that. Memory bank. Deposit in there. A lot of relationships that collapse, they collapse because there is nothing in that memory bank. They don't make deposits into it. So quite often, conversations go dry. You have the two of them, they don't have anything to talk about. After the initial, oh, how are you? And that's it. It's gone. But it works when you have a huge memory bank deposit. That is important. Now, I know that Ghanaians sometimes do not see why they should choose to have a memory bank. I give the example that when I was younger, many of my friends and mates who got scholarship to study abroad had the option of taking their wives along. And many of them declined to take their wives because they thought they could save the money that they would have spent on their wife for projects in Ghana, to put up a house or something. So he went. So he would tell the girl that, oh, in one case, there was an allowance of $2,000 for the wife, because they assumed he would come with the wife. So he made the wife stay here. They saved the $2,000 and use it for a project. And I'm saying that's a huge mistake, because what will happen is that you alone will be saying, oh, when I was abroad, and one day, your wife will tell you, oh, are you the only one who went to abroad? Shut up. Instead of the richness of saying, oh, when we were out there, so we could share it. Secret number 7, openness. Openness. A relationship cannot last unless both parties are committed to being open with one another. Openness. Don't expect me to read your mind, but don't also assume for me. Let's both of us talk. Let's communicate. Let's open up to each other. Secret number 8, mutual respect. If there is no respect in the family, in the relationship, and it must be mutual, it must be two-way traffic, that relationship will not last. It's as simple as that. Secret number 9, forgiveness. A wise person said, great marriages are the ones between two great forgivers. Because look, we are all human. I would offend you, you would offend me. But if we are committed to forgiving each other, not just once, but as often as it takes, then we would make this thing work. Even when others people think we are not compatible, once we are great at forgiving each other, we would make it work. I suspect that, sometimes when you talk about forgiveness, people say, so how many times should I forgive? And I suspect that the guy who went to Jesus and said, how many times should I forgive my brother? He was not actually talking about his brother. He was talking about his wife. How many times should I forgive my wife? Except that his wife was around. So he converted it and said, how many times should I forgive my brother? But the answer Jesus gave, and I think Jesus saw through what he was saying and saw that it isn't your brother that you are talking about. You are talking about your spouse. And he says, 70 times 7, as often as it takes. Because there are Bible scholars who say that it is 70 times 7 per day. Yeah, that is how high it is. Now, unless you are married to the devil's cousin, I can't see somebody offending you 77 times 7, even in your lifetime. So, two great forgivers make a relationship work. And remember, forgiveness benefits the forgiver than the one being forgiven. Oh, and another thing, to aid forgiveness, the two people in the relationship should be great at recognizing their faults and apologizing. If you're in a relationship and as for you see yourself as Mr. Perfect or Miss Perfect, and you can't apologize even when your attention has been drawn that thing you did offended me, or the way you spoke to me caused me pain, and you cannot apologize, then you make it difficult to be forgiven. So there you have it. Be great at admitting your fault and forgive, and ask for forgiveness. Secret number 10, humor, laughter, fun. If you have no sense of humor in a relationship, then I say to your partner, dear, and double dear, because living with you will be difficult. A sense of humor lightens, it can overcome anything in a relationship. If you are broke, you try humor, it will be fine. Whatever, there's anger, try humor. Humor. Look for things to laugh about. Look for fun and make life fun for your relationship. Secret number 11, intimacy. Intimacy. And remember, intimacy is bigger than sex. I'm talking about the big one, intimacy. Intimacy, I define as a little thoughtfulness. How thoughtful you are, how sensitive you are to your partner. The little things you do to surprise your partner, to make things you do for no other reason than to see your partner surprised and have a smile, put a smile on his or her face. Intimacy. Secret number 12, and if you just joined us, we are looking at the secrets to long-lasting relationship. I said we have a journey of 20 secrets. We are now on secret number 12. But before I tell you what secret number 12 is, let me remind you that Roverman Productions will be having our Festival of Plays this year. It will be on the 25th of December, Christmas Day. We'll begin with the play we began Roverman Productions with, Unhappy Wives, Confused Husbands. And then we'll continue on the 27th with Sex Scandal, New Year's Day with Women on Fire, 2nd of January with Terms of Divorce, and we'll end with Bananas and Granules. If you want to watch the plays individually, that is an 80 cedis deposit you make, investment you make. But if you want to watch all 5, it goes for 300 for the full package. That makes 60 cedis per ticket, per play. We want you to consider using the tickets as your Christmas present to people. Give it out to people. They will come and watch. And throughout 2021, whenever they remember any line in any of the plays, they will remember to be grateful to you. It becomes a gift that keeps giving. And in preparation of that, of the festival, I will be meeting on Sunday. I'll be meeting our patrons on Zoom to share a few things and a few ideas with. So it will be good if you can join us, if you're able, on Sunday. And then we can also, I can also hear your secrets as to how you've survived these very, very difficult times. So remember, Roverman Productions Festival of 5 Plays this year begins on Christmas Day at the National Theatre, 4 p.m., 8 p.m. Please join us then. And pass it on to others. Let others know that the festival is coming on. Now, back to secrets of long-lasting relationships. 12, atmosphere. What do I mean by atmosphere? The atmosphere of the relationship. The mood, the prevailing mood in the home, in the relationship. There are relationships where there is always tension. There's conflict is not too far away. You talk, somebody misinterprets it for you. Why are you saying that? So do you mean this? And things, it becomes so stressful. So stressful that sometimes when you think of going home, it becomes difficult. Indeed, it is the reason why a lot of drinking spots have developed along major roads. They are for people who are afraid to go home because the atmosphere at home is not good enough. And so the people are prepared to risk being bitten by mosquitoes by the roadside than going home to be bitten by the nagging words of their partner. Each of us should take the temperature of our relationship regularly and ensure that the atmosphere is peaceful, is harmonious, is enabling, and that the relationship itself becomes low maintenance. Because high maintenance relationships, oh, they sap energy. So, secret to a long-lasting relationship, make sure the atmosphere is friendly, it is warm, it is happy. Secret number 13, accountability. Accountability. In a relationship, if you can hold yourselves to accountable to each other. In other words, I am going out. I must explain myself fully to my partner before I walk out. Those in relationships who are leaving home and they say, I'm coming. I'll be back. Of course, I know you'll be back. Where are you going? You know, being back is not the issue. For now, please tell me, where are you going? How long are you going to be away? You know, I'll be back. Your phone rings at home. Who called you? Oh, you don't know the person. I didn't ask whether I know the person or not. It means you are avoiding accountability. Who called you? Oh, Canison called me. Remember what we said? Openness is part of accountability. You come in late. Don't even wait to be asked, why are you coming late? You know you have come late. Go and report yourself to headmaster. Go immediately and say, this is the reason why I was late. And please make sure it is a truthful one, because otherwise, WNN will catch you if you're a man. You know, did you guys hear of this story? It's a story online of some guys who returned to school at the university and discovered that there had been a class test. The teacher apparently had taken advantage of some people absenting themselves to give the class an assignment, and said that assignment will form 30% of their end-of-year exams. And these 3 boys had gone to town. They had run away to town, and they came back and heard this. So they got together and said, we are in trouble. We can't lose 30% and pass. So let's go and see the lecturer. So they go to the lecturer, and they tell the lecturer that, oh, we had to make a quick trip to town for one of our friends because the mother had been admitted at the hospital, and we had to go and help him. And then when we were coming back, our car had a flat tire, and it took us a while to change the tire because we didn't have a spare tire, get to the vulcanizer and things. The teacher said, no problem, sit down. I'll give you a test. I'll give you your own test. So make them sit at 3 different places. And then he said, there's only one question on the paper. Which tire went flat? You know, which tire? And of course, the 3 people in the same car had different answers. It's like 2 parties going for elections and having different figures for the same elections. So accountability, be open and honest about it. 13, secret number 14, commitment and fidelity. Commitment. During the days when we hosted married couples here on this platform, there was one thing that ran through all the couples that had been married for 30 years and above. We asked them one of their secrets, and they all said, I went into this with commitment. I was committed that this thing should work, and I worked towards that. So remember, if you're going to build a long-lasting relationship, don't go in with an asana mentality. Go with commitment. Go with a whiskey mentality, because whiskey, they don't do asana. Yeah. You're either buying or you're not buying. You are not buying. And faithfulness, those are important. Secret number 15, compromise. Compromise. There can be a successful relationship where there is no give and take, where every now and then you allow somebody, the other party, to have his way, so that you can also have your way. There can be any successful relationship in which every now and then I let you be, and then so that I can also be. Compromise. Another word for compromise, understanding each other. Secret number 16, know how to fight well and fight right. Conflict. Knowing how to resolve conflict. I am suspicious of any relationship where the couples never fight. I'm not saying that there are couples who can get by without ever fighting or disagreeing. I'm just saying that I'm suspicious of that couple. But you must learn to resolve the conflict well. Don't fight to prove that you are right. Whenever you are in a relationship and you fight to prove that you are right and that your partner was wrong, you are wrong. And the relationship will suffer. Fight to save the relationship. Fight to make it stronger. And that is why, if it is possible, begin your fights by affirming your love for each other. Just like, you remember the days, well, you guys, I don't think you had the kind of fathers. You know, fathers who will say, when they want to punish you, they will say that this hurts me more than it will hurt you. You know, yeah, I'm doing this because I love you. And one boy told the father, I can't wait to return the compliment one day. To love you back. But seriously, fight to save the relationship. And whenever the fight is going a way where you know it would work against the relationship, it is a wrong fight, drop it. Drop it, because there's something called Pyrrhic victory. Pyrrhic victory is where the cost of the victory is more than the reward of the victory. And again, on learning to fight right, learn to pick your fights and your battles. There are things you don't need to handle. You don't need to fight over. Let it go. Remember, compromise. Let it go. Pick your fights carefully. And even the place for the fight. When you come to the National Theatre for the festival, that's not the place to fight. You know, that would not be the place to fight. Pick your fights carefully. Secret number 17, humility. Humility. Remember when we got to forgiveness, I said that for forgiveness to flourish, the two of you would have to learn to be quick at admitting fault and apologizing. That is part of humility. Be humble. Proud people do not do well in relationships. If you're in a relationship and you are proud and arrogant, it won't work. It just won't work. Forget it. Secret number 18, patience, and lots of it. Because we come from different backgrounds, so we are all work in progress. And you've got to be patient with each other. Don't ask for your partner to be patient with you. You too be patient with your partner. You need that. You need that because sometimes it is in a relationship that we grow. That is when we overcome the foolishness in our lives. Relationship shapes us up. And a patient partner helps us to grow and allows the relationship to do its work in us. Secret number 19, understanding. I hinted at this a little earlier. Let's understand each other. But even more, let us understand the different genders, the sexes. The men would have to work hard to understand what it means to be with a woman. And the women would also have to understand that creature called man. Because without that understanding, you would hurt yourself needlessly. And the final secret, and this is the powerful secret, appreciation. Appreciation. The best way to bring the best out of your partner is to appreciate the little your partner does for you. And if you're able to do it, your partner is then incentivized to do more. Is then motivated to do more. So there you have it, 20 secrets for building a long-lasting relationship. The kind of relationships that enable the two of you to grow old together. It is a beautiful thing to see two old people still loving each other and leaning on each other even into their twilight zone. And so this presentation has been brought to you by courtesy of two people. The lady, I won't mention her name begins with X, and then the young man is the tallest among us, Ephraim. We'll take a short break, Kwesi, and then when we come back, we'll have some people on the set, and then the conversation would continue. So, we'll be right back. Please don't go away.
Hey, Charlie. What's up? Chai, Roverman 2020, no contribution, no chop. But you pan 20 for this. See, I don't get nothing. The second baby just landed. So soon? But the first baby is just a year old. That is why he has kept it a secret. See, I just can't help it. My babe is fine. Look who is talking. We have fine wives too, but we plan our lives. Our wives take Secure. Secure oral contraceptive pill is trusted by many women because it has helped them to effectively plan their families. Jobo, have a discussion with your wife and go see your doctor or midwife for advice. Charlie, you guys open my eyes. Go pay it.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
I like it here. I've learned a lot in 2 years. I have just 1 year to finish. My boyfriend and his family have come home to do the knocking, but I'm being very careful. I don't want to get pregnant and break my schooling. That is our madam. I really want to be like our madam. You should see her children. Well spaced, and also healthy and going to such good schools. I also claim the freedom Secure gives. With Secure, I decide.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, stop! You little man, just see him go. This baby can run all day long. I wonder what I would do if there were two of him. I am very happy I decided to wait before having another child. Luckily, I met a family planning advisor at a salon who gave me great advice. I also claim the advantage Secure gives. Now I can space the birth of my children as I want. With Secure, I decide.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Well, thank you for staying with us, and once again, we don't take the fact that you stay with us for granted. Thank you very much. Oh, as leading into the festival, we have a surprise for you. We want to do something special for you on Tuesday, 15th of December at 6 p.m. If you can join us on our website at rovermanproductions.com to watch one of our plays for free. For free, oh. For free. So from Monday, you can log on for access. Once again, the event is on Tuesday, but on Monday, log on to the website so we can give you the code by which you can access it. It is for free, but we are not putting it out there for anybody. We want to give you a code to access it. So to every one of you, remember Tuesday, 15th of December at 6 p.m. on our website. Just get in touch with, go on our website on Monday, on Monday, and get the code so you know how to log in. Well, I am happy that I have a few of my favorite people with me. Professor Vicky. I like you in yellow.
Oh, thank you. I think yellow is my soul color.
Really?
But I don't wear it often because I was dealing with a lot of timidity issues. So I thought it makes me stand out and people will see me. But now I'm worked through my timidity issues, so I can wear yellow and... Look,
even if you wear sackcloth, you still stand out.
Oh, Daddy, thank you. Oh,
so
thank you. Yellow sackcloth.
Don't kid yourself. You would always stand out. You would always stand out.
Thank you.
Your smile, your beauty, and everything, it will always stand out. And then, of course, when you open your mouth to talk, the intelligence and the brains will make you stand out even more. And then we have Ken. Ken, it isn't often that I get to have you on the set, but whenever you are here, it's always fun because I like the way your mind works. I think you, KY, and JB.
Yes.
Are the kind of people I often wish I could have here. And then I am excited to have the lady to whom I am dedicating this episode also on the set, that she can come on the set. Saram,
Uncle.
you are welcome.
Thank you. I've missed you.
I have missed you plenty.
Yesterday I dreamt about you, so I said I have to be here today.
Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy you dreamt about me. When I dream about people, I don't tell them because it may not always be in a good way. Saddam, have you heard of Operation Green Lunchbox?
No. So I haven't heard about it, but I saw it when I came in.
You saw it when you came in. I call it Operation Green Lunchbox. Come again?
No.
Who? Canison? If Canison goes to buy lunchbox, they won't sell it to him. They'll look at him and say, you? What are you going to do with it? No, they would rather give me a picture of the lunchbox for display and say, go and display it because it will be totally wasted on you. If Mr. Kitchen, on the other hand, goes to buy lunchbox, they will dash him something in addition. Yeah. Because they know the lunchbox will be used proper. Yeah. But not Canison, no. Now, Nonka said he will make the mistake to go and say that I'm looking for it.
You mean ask for the price?
Biscuits, crackers, and anything.
You know, so anyway, so we have lunchbox.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah. I was going to find out after, but.
Okay. And the color is nice.
It's my favorite color too.
Oh, I see. Okay. If you want to know about Operation Lunchbox, join us on Tuesday. Join us on Tuesday. And on Tuesday before we stream, I will tell you about Operation Lunchbox. Yeah, Operation Lunchbox. For now, don't assume you know until I tell you what it is. Saddam, what did you think of the presentation? Which of the points stood out for you the most?
Uncle, 2 points actually. The point that says, I think that was the space, the point about space.
Okay, yes.
And then when we got to the part that says memory bank, I couldn't put the two together. Because if you're supposed to be able to give each other space and know when to be a couple and know when to be safe and act like an individual, and then you're also saying that we have to build like a memory bank. Which point do you bridge that gap? Because you need to spend more time together to be able to build that memory bank. So how are you able to balance the two?
If you spend too much time, that memory bank will lose its importance and its impact. So that if you give each other time to be themselves and to build their own lives and to have lives of their own, then the times you come together to do something together or to experience something together becomes even more exciting, more useful, and more meaningful. So that, for instance, we make a journey together to Kumasi. That becomes part of the memory bank. You know, it doesn't mean that we would spend all the days going to Kumasi, but on this special day when we went to Kumasi, we went together. And then we take in the experience as a couple. If we made a stopover, what we ate and things like that, if one person had a running stomach, that itself, on the day we don't talk about it, but 3 years later we talk about it, and you remember how you had to beg the driver to stop so you can run into the bush and things like that. Mr. Kitchen, the way you laughed, it means You see? So anyway, Vic, which of the points stood out for you the most?
Okay, well, I should say that all of them
Okay.
struck a chord somehow, and I also realized that the things that you didn't say, which I've seen people destroy their relationships over. For example, sense of style.
Yeah.
Say the man he doesn't dress well, and for that it's a no-brainer for some people. But I look through these points and I don't see that.
No.
Which essentially means that the other building blocks, these are the important things we need to focus on. But once that really hit home was the points of forgiveness, humor, conflict, compromise, and appreciation.
Okay.
And I tie all these into one. For forgiveness, it's directly linked to the conflict for me. You know how to pick your fight. And these are, I feel like, I've come to realize are becoming my strengths.
Okay.
Because I approach most things with a bit of humor, I don't see the conflicts that other people are seeing.
That's right.
And then I easily move on and forgive.
Okay.
And it enables me compromise easily.
That's right.
So I should be upset about something, and I know probably in the back of my head that you should be really mad. But I'm not.
Yeah.
So then I might,
because you're looking at the lighter side of the whole thing.
Of the whole thing, and I can't if I have to be upset, I have to act it out.
Yeah.
And then blow up, and then know that so I don't know when to stop, because when I get into the acting mode, and then comes to the point about appreciation, the little things that we do, which I also tie into the atmosphere of the relationship and the kind of aura you have in your home and your relationship. That the little things that we appreciate, which also links to our intimacy, it's so fundamental. Like it's the foundation of the relationship, because are you waiting for the big thing before you say wow, or you're just looking for, okay, so typical example, I go into the washroom and David might have soaked a few of his things and he's gone to work. I know he's going to come back and he'll wash it and he'll bath, but I'll just, okay, fine, I'll just wash it. Then he comes home and then he's so excited, because apparently what I didn't know was that the whole day he has been thinking, hey, I have to wash these things, and it's a big deal for him. And then he tells me, Victoria, you have no idea how just washing these things has really made my night light. And I feel so good about myself. And I didn't lay him a 4-star meal. I just washed his shirt and his singlet. Yeah. So those little things that build up and they become that one big thing. And I think it's what makes that person be sweet in your mind. When you're sitting somewhere, you're thinking about somebody and smiling, and somebody's thinking and smiling for all the wrong reasons, but you're actually smiling because the person just washed your singlet. Yeah. So those things hit home for me.
Franklin, I see you say you don't agree with your money is your money. Don't worry. You don't need to agree with me. You get married. When you get married, your wife will show you. So those things I don't agree with. And then someone says, my wife does not understand the space and privacy part of our marriage. She tracks my phone on her phone.
Oh, wow.
She tracks my phone on her phone.
Is he sure that he hasn't given her the reason to do that?
No, that's a lot of work for any woman.
Senom is asking you, are you sure you haven't given her any reason to track you? At any rate, if she's tracking you and you have nothing to hide, let her waste her time on that. Ken, your thoughts?
I think that the points you raised, the 20 points you raised, are very heavy, and quite a number of the points jumped at me. Victoria and Senam have mentioned a few. So one of the points that was very heavy is the fact that you have to love yourself. Nobody destroys a relationship better than or more than someone who does not love him or herself in a relationship. truth is that what you do is that you actually contribute to the destruction of your own relationship.
Okay.
If you do not love yourself. Nurture yourself, build yourself. Now, one of the things I've never been able to understand is that we see somebody and we get attracted to the person for one reason or another.
Yeah.
To a large extent, some of them probably because of the talents they have. Somebody probably can play the keyboard, can play the guitar, sings a lot and all that. And we are attracted by that.
Or they carry a lunch box very well.
Well.
Yeah, with confidence.
That, Uncle, you promised Tuesday.
Why is it about you?
Well,
Live there.
you see? Why are you doing this? I mean,
they're coming to your house. The music is coming to your house.
It's coming to your house.
But you see, we get attracted to the person, and we want to spend every living moment with the person, so much so that they sort of, the same thing that attracted you to the person, they stop paying attention to the thing. Then over time, you realize that now you start telling the person, nowadays you don't do this anymore, nowadays you don't do that anymore. The same thing that I actually liked about you, then it becomes an issue. One of the biggest pains of people is that they give a lot till the relationship is over and they realize that they have lived entirely for their partners. People give up their dreams, people give up everything, and they're like, Asimasi says it, anything that makes Asimasi happy, I am in for it. Then when it ends, yes, you are sad that it has ended, but you're also sad about the fact that you halted your dreams and everything and your whole life just to make sure that that person becomes better, and you realize how empty and lost you are after all of that. And it's one thing that we should never, we should always pay attention to. That personal development also matters in it. Forgiveness is a heavy point. Humor, as Victoria mentioned, she attacks almost everything with humor. So she's getting you to do something, but you're laughing about it. And it is something that we kind of, from in my family, we kind of like adopted it at a very young age. We tease each other a lot. Sometimes we see us fighting, but we are literally funnily insulting each other and laughing about it, and still getting to correct each other. I remember I was talking to some people, Victoria was there, and I was telling her about where I came from and all of that, and she couldn't believe that I've been through all that.
Okay.
And you still behave like this? That's interesting.
Some people never learn.
But
I don't like to teach you, but you just went through it.
The key thing, conflict resolution. The question is, why do we fight? And this thing has been stated over and over again here. Fight to keep the relationship, not to prove a point, not to prove that you are right or wrong. Sometimes it gets the best of us. In the heat of the moment, you're trying to prove a point. You're trying to say that, no, I am right. And I don't see why you are not seeing that I'm right. And it keeps going on and on and on and on. Till you get to a point to realize that you bruise so much ego that, no, I can't go on with this anymore. Then eventually the relationship suffers. But at the end of the day, you realize that everything that you're doing, you're actually doing it right from the beginning. Even trying to prove your point, you're doing it to make the relationship work. So then if you step back and you look at it, you ask yourself the question, why are you doing this? You're doing this to make the relationship work. Take it from that point of view, instead of proving whether you are right or wrong and going down a slope where eventually it destroys everything and you have nothing else to come back to.
Right. Hold on, before Manuela Jennifer says, I don't understand tree. For all of you, anytime you see me use a tree expression, the next statement I make is an explanation of that expression, so that nobody loses anything. So if I drop a tree thing, don't worry about it. The very next line is an explanation of it. So, and I do that because I know that not everybody understands the Latin called tree. So that is so. Jennifer, that is for you. Yes, go.
Uncle, with the compromise point, that was point 15. I want to know whether the level of compromise has to be the same. So should we be compromising 50%, 50%?
Yeah. And how do you calculate that? How are you calculating that?
I feel like...
So for instance, you love theater. I don't. But you wanted to go to the theater. And I So I decide, okay, to make your day, since you are so keen, and since you wash my shirt and my singlets, let's go. So that's a compromise, and I go and I enjoy the time. Now, what percentage is that? I think that
at every point in time, someone will compromise more than the other.
I think that in a good relationship, you don't need to work it out. Once you begin to calculate, then comes the I'm doing more than you.
Yes.
You will never see yourself as doing less. Even when you are doing less, you will never see yourself. You would always think that, why am I always? Why am I always the one to do this? Why am I the one who is always calling to check on you? Why don't you also call me? Well, I'm also the one who is always coming to pick you. What percentage is that? So it becomes silver to gold. Said married for 12 years, we never went to any place till I left. Silver to gold, DIY. Sorry.
They can come for the festival of
Yes.
No, she's gone. She's left. She's left the relationship.
Oh.
After 12 years, she left. Because it will be hard, though. It will be hard. It will be hard. Yes, Vic, you wanted to say something?
I'm just looking at the point too. Don't think forever. Take it one day at a time.
Yes.
It's just, I'm just churning it in my mind right now, and I think, well, I talk as a woman. So as a woman, I think it works. It doesn't work pretty well, because the whole point of being here with you is because we are doing this forever. You know, that is the whole reason why we are in this relationship. Maybe from a man's point of view, it is I finished today. Yes, I'm going to try tomorrow. We're going to do tomorrow. But I'm finding it hard. Maybe you could just expand on it a little bit more. Maybe because I missed that point.
Okay, that is from one of the secrets I've learned about how to make things work in life. I've discovered, for instance, in my writing, that whenever I think of the fact that I'm writing a play, I'll stop writing. It becomes too difficult. The task of I'm going to do 52 pages and I'm now starting with page 1. Oh no. Suddenly I'll look for something very interesting to do and leave this one. It happens with every project. But I realize that if I just decide that, no, today I'm just looking at the name I would like to give the main character and what profession should he have, and that's what I'm doing today. Oh, today that idea that came, I just want to capture it and then off. Now I know I will eventually write that thing. The goal is to write it, but I am cheating my system to cooperate with me and to go the long haul by making the system think that, don't worry, this will end very soon. Because the default programming for most of us is to run away from anything that looks like work. So if you can make it look like it is fun, I'm working, but I'm also having the fun. It's like, imagine having Cannison as a baby.
No.
Wow.
And feeding him. Feeding time for Cannison as a baby.
Gosh, no,
you know, now mothers have found ways around it. They make it look like we are not eating, we are having fun.
We're playing.
We are playing.
Exactly.
And then so there's singing, there's games, and then so the person is eating, the baby is eating, thinking I am playing.
Maybe now, mothers now. My mother, she will hold your nose. And when you break your she will talk you in her eyes.
She was teaching you how to swim.
No, so even there, the trick was, you're going to eat, you don't want to eat, so I will cheat your system to think that you are suffocating.
Yes.
And whilst yes, and then you get it in some way. So the idea is anything that will help you to endure and to go the long haul. And part of the secret of that is to say to yourself that, you know something, I want to celebrate the fact that I have this person in my life, especially when it hasn't become marriage. Because once it gets into marriage, you can't now say that, oh, yeah, you'll be here. But join courtship. Because otherwise, some of the experiences you have in the past will come and become obstacles. You know, when you wake up with the same work, would he leave me? He didn't call yesterday. Does it mean he's going to do me like Kojo did to me? And things like that. Those things, to cheat yourself, to cheat the system out of that is, you know, Kojo and I had a fantastic day yesterday. And today, I'm going to think of how I can contribute to making whatever time we spend today fantastic. Today. And it goes. Because there would always be a day called today. So I'm not thinking about tomorrow, I'm thinking about today. And then I go. And again, it applies in the courtship phase. And it works very much, especially if you've come into this relationship with an emotional baggage from previous relationships. Otherwise, the fear of the pain and the disappointments of previous relationships will destroy this one. But you just, I'll celebrate it. I'll celebrate this life. If nothing at all, today the fun we've had is fun. Is wonderful. And then once you do that, you realize that you begin to think, okay, if only tomorrow too we could, what role can I play to return the favor he did to me yesterday, today? He took me, he doesn't like theater, but he took me to theater. All right. I don't like soccer. But the next time there's a soccer match, I'm going to stay with him and watch it. Then we go in, one day at a time. Before we realize, oh, we've come a long way. And we can't think of life without each other.
It's interesting that in so doing too, you're actually building a memory bank.
Exactly.
So it's a continuous thing.
Yeah. So that you don't take each other for granted. That's the whole point. There's nothing painful than relating to somebody who thinks, oh, Senam, she has nowhere to go.
Yes.
It's painful. So whatever I do she has nowhere to go. So she's hurt and you are not apologizing and she walks away. She'll come back. She'll come back tomorrow. Where is she going? She has nowhere to go. It doesn't help. But today, let me make it a great day for our relationship, and we go on today. The day I can call it today, then I can walk away. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The day I cannot call it today, then I have earned the right to walk away. But what day will not be today? What day would ever come that will not be today? Yeah, it's like, those who drink apetici, even the literates, they all know one English expression. For credit, come tomorrow. All apetici, every apetici bar. It's there. For credit, come tomorrow. So the day that can be called tomorrow, come for credit. So you go the next day. It's not called tomorrow. It's today. It's today. So come tomorrow. Then you go back the next day. Oh no, it's today. It's not tomorrow. So you come tomorrow. So the day that will not be called today, that day I can walk out of the relationship. Because guess what? That day I may be in a coffin.
Yes. That's the day we don't wake up.
So that day. Well, we've had some interesting times. I I'm happy that many of you found the points very useful. Thank you very much. Thank you. I love it when the community gets very busy and people drop their comments and things like that. They are fun. And it's interesting that a lot of comments are very fun, and I like it. I like those who come to this with a lot of fun and a lot of humor. That is important to me. And so congratulations to everyone who joined us. Once again, let's thank God for taking us through these elections. It is not every country that gets the joy of going about their normal business the day after elections. Ghana, we've had it. We've been able to go about our normal business the day after an election. It doesn't matter that there are issues that are going to be resolved. They will be resolved. I am sure of that. It is good that they are being resolved with press conferences and with things like that, instead of with machetes.
It's true.
So it is wonderful. So don't get too stressed by this. Leave the politicians. For the politicians, some of this is a game. It's a game they are playing. You and I, let's go about our normal business and let's put Ghana first. I'm happy that during this elections, Ghana won. That was what is important. In other words, it's funny that the international community called our...
They call it boring.
They call it boring. Yeah, they call it boring.
Eventful, very boring.
And then because they called it boring, the politicians said, "What? They are calling our we show them we are not boring." So, press conference. Yeah, call the press.
Because who are saying, why are we not sitting?
Why are we being too no?
Opposition leader?
Yeah. What are we trying to prove?
Our people said, they're saying, call the press. Let's give them a little bit of time.
The most exciting thing was to call the press. We really are excited.
Oh yeah, call the press. And let's show them we know English, and we too we can know. We accept the even because they said we were boring. Even the politicians who won are calling the press conference and say, "Me too. I'm calling for it." I'm calling for a recount. The world must know we are not boring. We are not boring, but God has blessed us, and it's because of you. God has blessed us because you are a wonderful person, and you've contributed to making this a wonderful nation. So once again, thank you for joining us. Remember the festival, 25th, 27th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. But Tuesday, Deborah Yari was asking for Christmas gift. My Christmas gift for you is on Tuesday. Free show. Just go on the website and get your invitation, and that is it. So I am giving you a Christmas present. Now that I'm giving you a Christmas present on Tuesday, you too, what are you giving me? And with that, Senam, thank you very much. Always a delight to see you. Always a delight to see you. But I realized that you deliberately wanted me to miss you. That's why you stayed away. And to come and show me that you are getting even more and more beautiful. But we still have the food flask episode. We'll investigate after this. Yellow Vic.
That's my favorite color.
Yellow.
It's your favorite color.
Green.
Is your
the shade of the green. I think it has two shades of green. Oh, they are fantastic. So that's fantastic.
I think we should make a lunchbox presentation right now. And, make Victoria happy. And I realize that Ken is getting more and more uncomfortable. So because of that, thank you very much for staying with us. God bless you. Ephraim, always a delight to have you with us. Kwesi, Mr. Kitchen, Canison, thank you very much. And the young man that I mistook for Roxin, come again? Aaron, thank you for joining us. And God bless you, and please stay safe.
little man. Just see him go. This baby can run all day long. I wonder what I would do if there were two of him. I am very happy I decided to wait before having another child. Luckily, I met a family planning advisor at a salon who gave me great advice. I also claimed the Advantage Secure gifts. Now I can space the birth of my children as I want. With Secure, I decide.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.